How did I manage to make myself lost again? I understand. I've gotta keep looking, but my legs are so tired. I wonder. There's someone, but I don't want to ask. It's kind of embarrassing when I do have to. But maybe they could help me. You overheard me talking. That's kind of embarrassing. Not that I'm complaining. You know how to get to Kurasuno High. Yeah. I'm a volleyball player. No, I'm not in high school. Not anymore. I was till not long ago. But I still am competing and helping my friend. Pudding. It, my head looks like pudding. I can't believe you'd say something like he does. It's surprising. Not that I'm complaining about it. By the way, it's Kenma. I thought you might want to know my name. It's nice to meet you too. Thanks again for helping me. I had to pick up someone from that school. And you? I see. So, you just happened to be passing by. I'm glad it's not an inconvenience for you. I'd kind of hate if it was. I definitely didn't want you to think of me as some kind of burden. It's just not what I like to be. Especially to those who help me. You know? Yeah. I do love my friends. Why do you ask? That's a strange way to start a conversation. You seem a little strange calling me pudding. You must have the same observational skills as him. Yeah, my friend. He likes to call me Puddinghead. Not that I'm saying. It just seemed like a big coincidence. Do you know Kuro? Kuro Tetsuro. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Not too many could miss that big fella. What are you to him? A relative? You're his cousin? I've never heard about you unless you're the one that used to tease him. I'm not sure how he'd feel if he knew I was talking to you. Then again, it makes it feel like you're less of a stranger. So I'm thankful for that. But I'm not pudding or anything. I'm just Kenma. Is it strange? I just figured, don't you go by your name too? Well, if you insist. You're pushy. Kind of like him. Your cousin. I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. What matters, I guess, is that we make conversation. Do you have anything you like to talk about? Sorry. It's just you look like you wanted to say something. I'm still here. Have this. It's a candy. I had an extra one, and I figured it was a kind of ironic joke. Since you're sweet as candy, I thought you should have one. It's okay, even if you don't eat it. You don't have to worry about anything. You just did me a favor, and I kind of believe every favor should be returned. Is there anything I can do for you? You want to spend time after? Well, I suppose it's possible. Are you sure you want to with me? I'm not so good at social things. I wouldn't say I'm the worst, but it's definitely not what I'm good at. In fact, when people don't need me, I'm not sure how to make too many friends, at least these days. If not for Kuro, I think I'd have no friends. It's sad sounding, but I don't mean that for you to pity me. I'm happy where I am. At least mostly happy. There's just a few things I'd like to change. A few things I'd like to discover. Things I've never gotten a chance to. Maybe you could help me find my way there too. Not because I expect you to know how to answer. You probably wouldn't. It's just there's things I think about. What if situations? Things that don't really matter to anyone else. Things that matter to me. I know I may seem like someone who doesn't care very much. It's just I'm not good at this thing. Socializing, among other things. So it's hard for me to keep the conversation going. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. None of this is. It's been my fault. But it's not something I think I can change easily. I have to learn it slowly. Like a lot of things in life. They say you can't rush into something. You have to think it through. I'd like to understand that better. It's just going to take me some time. Though, I guess I can meet you after visiting there. If you still have the time. And you want to. That is. Oh. I didn't expect you to be waiting for me. Did it really go by slowly for you? I kind of feel like we just met again. Well, we only had a few minutes to meet then. So now as promised, if you really do want my time, it's yours. Love at first sight? Do you actually believe in something like that? I can't say if I do or don't. Because I usually don't look at people. I usually just mind my own business. It's nothing against people. I just don't know what kind of expression they want from me. What it is they see in me. Or what I'm supposed to say to them. See in them. It's usually like looking into an infinite void. There's no beginning or end. And I feel lost. Like no matter what I say, it's going to end the same. I guess you could say my relationship with things isn't like most. Whereas most people seem so expressive and vivid, my view on it is everyone has their own goals. It's rare if two coincide. Yes, I like to help him. He's my friend, and he'd be lost without me. I guess through what I'm doing, I found a love for volleyball. But love is a strange word, one I don't fully understand. So you're trying to say you're sweet on me or something? I don't blame you so much as I worry our definitions might be so different. It's okay. I suppose trial and error has its merit sometimes. And with you, I do feel we might just have a connection. I just don't know it yet. If it's only because you're Kuro's cousin, or because I actually... It's too early to know anything like that. Sorry if that's not the answer you wanted to hear from me. I'm afraid I'm not very good at giving people the right answers sometimes. Mostly because I don't know when to stop. What's appropriate here might not be appropriate there. The point is, I'm not sure I can give an answer to your confession. Mostly because I just barely know you. And are you sure your feelings are really understood? That I could even be half the things you want me to be? Love isn't exactly something that's as easy as volleyball. No, if I hit the ball and set it in a certain way, it'll always work. At least the variables are things I can see. Things I understand. But with love, it's like wading through a river at night. There's no way to tell how deep or where I'm going. It's like trying to find my way out of a maze. It's nothing. It's that expression of yours. It suits you. I'm not sure how else to say it. Just, it suits you. Was it rude of me to laugh? Sorry if it was. I just thought it's better to be honest if I think something's funny. And your expression was. Do you think I'm weird now? Because I expressed myself that way. I'm glad you don't think I'm weird. I'm not sure I'd know how to respond if you did. A lot of people have thought I was weird. They think my hair's weird. Or my attitude. If not for Kuro, I might not have the confidence to say I'm proud of who I am. It took me a lot to find out what I wanted to do. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. If you feel a certain way, express it how you see fit. Anyone who judges you, they don't really understand you. They're trying to, maybe, but they're not trying hard enough. But that's just my opinion. In my opinion, in the greater scheme of things, it doesn't always matter. I think feelings matter just as much. And if your feelings lead you somewhere, it's probably for a reason. People tend to stick by people they enjoy their company. And if you enjoy mine, it makes sense you'd want to spend more of it. Though it's kind of confusing. I didn't take you for someone who would enjoy my company. Mostly because people think I'm gloomy. Do I not seem gloomy? It's good to hear that you think that way. I don't normally care what people think of me, but it made me feel warm and fuzzy to hear that you think of me that way. Trust me, I don't normally feel that much. At least outwardly. I live in my head, so to speak. I would say that makes you unique, which is more than I can say about most. If only because I don't know most. I may not fully know you, but I think I've studied enough to understand why you might like me. Is it that you're physically attracted to me? Is not too direct. I hope I didn't scare you or anything. It's just, sometimes I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. So I do actions like this. Give me that piece of paper if you don't need it. I can give you a demonstration. Look. Like this. And you have a grin. It might not be the coolest hobby, but I've gotten quite quick with it. Do you like it? I'm glad you like it. This might sound weird, but do you like my name? Why do I ask? It's kind of simple, really. I think my name is kind of weird. I don't hate it or anything. It's just I feel alienated. Sometimes. As if I'm some kind of entity that's different from most. It may seem simple, but I feel like I'm dreaming. Like I'm always dreaming. If that makes sense. Like the world is one big dream. And someday, I'll wake up from it. Though I'm scared of where I'll wake up. That's why I don't want the dream to end. Poetic? I'm not sure I'd call it that. But it's definitely how I view the world. It's a big, beautiful place. With a lot of people I'd like to get to know a little more. But to hear we have so much in common is also kind of intimidating. Mostly because the more I have in common with someone, the less I think, and when I'm not thinking, I get anxious. Do you understand that? Isn't it impossible to turn off your brain? At least that's what a lot of people have told me. They have trouble stopping the thoughts. I do too. Just not as dramatic as most. I just don't really see the point in it. If I'm going to behave a certain way, I'll do it for myself. Falling in love is strange. You're strange. And I'm not sure how you do what you do. But you're special. I just haven't figured out how. And why? Maybe it's just physical attraction. You're gorgeous. Did I say something strange? I told you, I just say how I feel. And if how I feel is that, then I'll tell it to your face. I'll tell you exactly how beautiful you are. And I could go into detail, if that's what you want. A lot of the things I do, I guess I just do them because they seem like a me thing to do. How I feel is pretty simple. Don't worry. Just be yourself. If you want me to fall in love with you, isn't that the best way? After all, if you're yourself, it'll be that much easier. You won't have to hide anything, or make up for something later. You'll be able to be that beautiful person in front of me that I'm physically attracted to. You remind me why I try my best. Even sometimes I forget that. It's like this endless void. Apathy. It's something I struggle with, but I want to try my best to make this date special, so would you like to go to the water park with me? I know it's later in the day, but I figured we could have fun. Maybe try something both of us never really do. I don't know why it came to mind. It just seemed like a place you'd go on a date for, doesn't it? It's not too bad, is it? Too shabby? I'll keep trying, and be sure to make things better, just in case I let you down. I tend to take what I want, and I guess what I want right now is to figure out how I really feel about you. And if I feel something, if it's right for us to be together. Do you wonder that too? You must want the answer as well. Then maybe I can steal that answer, along with you. You see, I like to make a plan of things. At least if I can. If I can make that plan, it seems like it's that much more likely to happen. You should really relax. It's okay. Everything will be fine. I just get that feeling. And here we are. Before you know it. Did you bring something to wear? Oh. So your plans got cancelled. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's good that you had a swimsuit underneath. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Unless it was today. Lucky for me, I bought these on the way. Somehow I predicted you. I thought, maybe, since you asked earlier for my time, you'd want something like this. That because who you are, and how you looked at me, you might seriously want to date me. Is it strange to make predictions? I think it's the only way I can survive. Otherwise, I think I'm hopeless, which I don't think it's very sustainable. That's why I want it to be nice. I want to make sure that when I say something, it has meaning behind it. But sometimes, actions speak the loudest. And I know sometimes people misunderstand my actions. I have a lot to work on myself, as well as being more outspoken. since a lot of people seem to misunderstand me. They misunderstand what I stand for, and especially what I want. I bet a lot of people think I have no interest in a girlfriend or boyfriend, or any lover in the world. But it's not entirely true, because for maybe the first time in my life, I think I've fallen for someone. It feels so strange being able to say this to you, but I think I'm more than physically attracted. Through talking with you, getting to know you, understanding and prediction, I think I've made a good educated guess that you'd be the love of my life. Though I wish it was all analytical, I'm glad it's not too. It's best this way. I'm even smiling a little. It's not something I'm used to doing. I smile here and there, but it's just not the same, you know. This is a smile that's just for you. And I don't want to share it with everyone. It's one I'm going to share with you, though. A lot more, I hope. I'm sure there's a lot of things we could do. But of all of them, I think what excites me the most is holding your hand. It may not seem like something to get excited about, but to me it's as exciting as a roller coaster. Certain things a lot of people don't consider very important. I consider them very important. And first loves aren't something you get more than once. I want to make sure I do this right. Don't worry. If we're meant to be, then I'm sure it's going to work out. Trust me, my predictions usually aren't wrong. In fact, I'd say they're at least a 90% chance of us working out. Come on, let's go for a swim. I've been meaning to ask, is there a reason why you keep looking at me like that? You keep staring to my lips, and then back down again. It's kind of like you want to kiss me. We should be careful. These changing rooms, we're breaking the rules by being here. It's meant for one person, not two. It's a changing and shower room. You didn't intend to do something, did you? You want me to kiss you, right? Then why would I stop? Turns out, I also wanted to kiss you. I wanted the first one to be special, but I was too greedy for a second. Sorry. I've never felt like this. It's so strange. Like my soul's leaving my body. And like there's a fire burning deep inside. You feel like that too. It's so fascinating. But it's hard to think. I'm not sure if I like it, love it, or hate it. But I can't deny its existence. Can you? Would you want to do more? Like holding each other. What if I being able to make a non-believer in love like me feel so much. Are you proud of who you are? That's okay. I'm proud of you. Extremely. So much so, I'm not sure I've ever felt so happy before. I'm proud to be in love with you. Proud to be as honest as I can. Able to make sweet sounds and feelings with you. It's different, you know, being stuck in the shower with you. Feeling your gaze on mine and just being able to feel human. Sometimes I don't. I just feel like I'm a walking corpse. Like I'm a person here to fulfill everyone else's wishes. But when it comes down to me, there's just not that much. I just feel like you helped me escape from there. That my goals aren't so selfless in the end. That I could learn a lot from you. That maybe, just maybe, I could stir a song in your heart and make you feel something, because you certainly made me feel something, and it was special. I'll always cherish it, you know. It was like an adventure, one I've never been on before, and it made me happy, proud to be with you, especially in that moment. I felt complete, like I wasn't just boring old Puddinghead, like I was something more, and that I didn't have to worry about it. So I'm proud of how today went. Would it be wrong of me to grab you like this? I know it doesn't technically count as asking, but I hope you'll forgive me. I just really wanted to make you feel something, like you made me feel. It makes it feel so positive, so special when I hold you in my arms, that I never want to let go. I just want to continue holding you. So at least for a little while, can I just hold you? Can I pretend your heart, your time, it's only for me? Can I just pretend that no matter how this date ends, you'll be mine and I'll be yours? I'd like to believe that. It just might take a while for it to hit home that you already technically said yes. Is it okay for me to be this happy? For me to smile like this? I never felt this way. But I hope we can stay happy till the end of time itself. I wouldn't mind that. Spending forever with you doesn't sound too scary.